Now in Elden Ring Nightreign there are a whole bunch of things that can help you out on your expeditions, enabling you to complete them easier, faster, and just make the whole process a whole bunch more feasible. But one of the main things that's really going to help boost your damage and raise your attack power massively on all of your classes is going to be by opening up Evergaols. Now for anyone that doesn't know about this is currently probably the biggest buff in the game, as whenever you find a relic that's got this modifier on it right here, your attack power is going to be permanently increased for each Evergaol prisoner defeated. This stacks massively, and I believe it gives around about 5% every single time you do it, so if you manage to get a really good run with a high amount of Evergaols in it, you can get an absolutely insane boost to your damage of your build. Personally, the most I've ever seen in the map is 8, which would allow you to get up to 40% extra attack power, and the great thing with this relic in particular is it also comes with 2 other great key modifiers. The first one is perfect because it works hand in hand with it, giving you a Stonesword key once again, allowing you to open up an Evergaol very fast, and also there's going to be some treasures marked upon your map. Sometimes these can also have some great things in it, maybe even another Stonesword key. If you're in a good group, I'd say this is probably the strongest relic currently in the game, and in order to get hold of it, all you're going to have to do is to make sure you've gone out on your expeditions and then defeated the standard boss and of course the tougher sovereign variants of them. Once that's done, you're going to open up a shop, which is going to be this one over here, the collector signboard, which is going to allow you to purchase a whole bunch of new goodies, and of course the item we're after, which is going to be this relic, the Grand Luminous Scene, that has all of the above modifiers we've seen. Like I said, this works out absolutely amazing because then you can kind of grab yourself some early levels as well as some really good buffs, some extra runes, but of course also that 5% extra attack power once you build whenever you are completing one. However, I have seen quite a few people missing out on a lot of the Stonesword keys, so I thought I'd put all the locations that you can actually acquire them. First one, nice and easy, whenever you see these broken carriages within your expeditions, you're going to want to make sure you take out any of the enemies that are around, hopefully by doing a little bit of a better job than me and swinging and missing, but then on the back of them there should be a chest, and as far as I can tell it's pretty much always a guaranteed drop, and I believe if you're lucky you can also get up to 2 of them in here. Another one like we saw that's actually on that relic is whenever you're going out looking for your treasures. Sometimes these can be a bit out of the way, so if they're too far out of your comfort zone on the map you may want to leave them alone, but if they're close by and you're able to pick them up, it's well worth looking for them, as often it has some really nice rewards inside them, and again you've also got the chance to pick up another Stonesword key. For your next ones, these are going to be one of your best options, and these are going to be your forts. Now the forts come in 2 kind of variant styles. The first one, whenever you see the long bridge that's kind of broken down and collapsed, you're going to want to make sure you go underneath it, and then you're going to be making your way all the way up to the very top area. You're going to keep running through the very bottom bit. Obviously if you want to destroy these pots you can, most time though I'd probably recommend running past it. Make your way up though, and then just on the left hand side here there's going to be a chest that you might want to check out, but inside here is going to be the main one you're after because it drops it probably about 85 or 90% of the time, so make sure you check that one out because you'll often get a Stonesword key from there. Once that's done, make your way all the way up to the very top of the fort, keep heading all the way around until you see one of the enemies on top here. Of course if you were doing this properly you're probably going to tackle him, make sure you take him down, but if you have a little look around, instead of that, one of the things you can do is bop just up to this broken down tower piece just here, and again there's going to be a chest hiding that can drop you some goodies, and as far as I'm aware also has a chance to drop you one of those Stonesword keys. The other type of fort is going to be the one that you'll just go into the main entrance. Just down the bottom is going to be a standard chest. I've never personally had a Stonesword key out of this one, but it may possibly be able to drop one. Let me know in the comments if you've grabbed one from here, but a good place to go is going to be just up and around where you see a doorway, and just inside there's going to be 3 chests waiting for you. In here is definitely a chance to get hold of one, so it's well worth checking out. And even though I didn't get one this time, if you have a look at some other footage, you notice that when I opened it up, I did manage to get hold of one over on one of my other runs. Then you're just going to head out, make your way all the way up and around the staircase, and this chest right at the end, right near the boss you'll be fighting, is probably the one that you'll be after most of all, as this one again has around about an 80% chance of getting hold of a Stonesword key. But another location you want to check will be right over in the corner, make you up to this kind of little podium area, and again there's going to be a hidden chest just on the top here. Other ones you want to be looking out for is going to be your great churches. Great churches have 3 main areas that you want to check out in order to see if there's chests available, and if there are, again there's going to be a chance to have some goodies for you as well as some Stonesword keys. The main one you want to check out more than any other is going to be by running all the way over to where you see this kind of little rectangular podium, and if there's a chest behind there, there's always a very good chance that it's going to drop one of those Stonesword keys you're after. If there's nothing there, however, say for example the bubble blowers have spawned, then you're going to make your way just up the kind of scaffold area behind, make your way up and round, keep proceeding all the way through until you get to the very last bubble blowers, and right there is going to be another chest for you to open, which hopefully has some nice gear for you, but again has a chance of dropping that Stonesword key. Finally, the very last one, if you're dropping down the hole, then obviously most times you're going to go chuck a left and you're going to be fighting your boss. On the right there's going to be some faith seals readily available to you, but if you make it just up a little bit further and round, you're also going to see there's a chest inside here that's well worth checking out. All in all, these seem to be the best locations I've found so far. If there's any that I've missed off, let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. But all of these are going to work out amazing, boost up your damage massively. Like I said, I've had around about 35 or 40% extra attack power, and if you chuck this on all three of your characters, then obviously it's just going to make the run a whole bunch easier because you'll be dishing out more damage to that end boss on night 3. Hopefully this helped a few of you guys and girls out. There's going to be a load more content from me as I'm still really enjoying the game, and can't wait for the noob enhanced boss to come out tomorrow. But as always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.